Up the grass hill. We go up the grass hill. Up the grass hill. Up the grass hill. Grass and flowers. It's a nice day. Feel the breeze, Richard. Grass and flowers. Up the grass hill. Hi guys, I'm just making a real simple video here for you guys to remind you that society is not real in terms of beyond its standing, its apparentness. So it's real in terms of a system, a broken system that's mostly harming people. But society is a concept, see, delusions harm people. So what's real is what's real. Everything in the human society is made. It's just a rearrangement of things. So if I take, a few rocks and shape them a certain way, they're going to look like bricks. If I'm able to carve them and use whatever tools I can create or come up with, we can ship them into blocks to make these rocks now blocks. If I get wood, I can get logs, I can get planks of wood, different parts, and basically come up with all kinds of furniture or huts, cabins. I can create all of the different materials. Okay, so even when they've used animal fur and skin and stuff in the past to create clothing, all of the different elements you've seen around us. Okay, so we create paper, obviously from wood again, but all of the things you see around us are basically they come from elements on the planet Earth. As far as we know, okay? They are materials that we've used to make things. That the value we put on those things is what we put, numbers, You need a price. If you want to own this, you need to pay other human beings in some way. Spaces, areas of land, okay, food and water, shelter, which is a man-made thing we're making, from the buildings we build, not caves, fair enough. Money is a man-made concept. Everything you see in society that we use and need, most of it comes from money. At the cost, at the expense, you say, and it has value and stuff like that. You say that it was created at the expense of people. Yeah, minds and physicality, physical energy of individuals and teams of individuals, groups of individuals, I should say. Have created the things and are operating in the idea of a business. Name brands, companies, all of that stuff. Roads that have been made, road signs, maps, systems, laws, all laws that are constantly changing too. Traditions, spoken language and written numbers. The actual numerical numbers that are written in any language, by the way, too. Many human concepts, written language, spoken language, flags, designs, flag design, where borders are between countries and continents, okay, the borderline or all that. Okay, all forms of technology and creation, artistic or destructive, weapons, bombs, guns, army, jets, and then normal things like trains for farming equipment, tractors, hospitals that have been built, life support machines, pens, pencils, bandages, glasses, different kinds of clothing, umbrellas, internet. It's all created by us human, animal, living creatures, whatever you want to call us, here on this planet, with a mind that can understand the thing. We make this stuff. Some of it's useless, some of it's useful. Some of it's some of it harms humanity, and some of it's good for humanity and the rest of the world. Let's not mention. But nature's the way. And if we're so intelligent, we should understand this. So I'm not saying screw it all. I'm not saying go and live in a cave. Let's just live like cavemen. We have the intelligence to build. Yes. To have a comfortable home, have a bullet train, and all this stuff. The ferry boats and all that. We've got all this stuff that's beneficial to us, let's say. Electric light bulbs and central heating for the winter, whatever it is you need. It's good if you're making it, it helps you, yes. But why is it that we are just so lazy, stubborn, ignorant, and combative towards each other? Competitive. Life's a competition, you say. Society is a concrete jungle of competition. No. It does not have to be that way at all. You just need to stop being lazy. You know that? Every time you're carrying on like that, you're being lazy. It's the same as doing nothing. Trying to be above everybody else. Be fair. There's enough in the world for everybody. With the intelligence we've got and that we keep on improving, with our creations, technology and all of that, we should really, really be able to do much better. We should be able to, we should be able to, we should be able to be more positive towards one another. We don't need wars, we don't need killing and gang banging and all that stuff. We don't need gangbangers, ruthless people, mafia type, just violence going on. We don't need competitiveness in general. We don't need to be competitive with each other. That is the whole point. Competitiveness with each other is complete and utter delusion. It's foolish. We should support each other. Not to say that you have to go and support and work with everybody and help them wipe their backside. No. What I'm saying is if we're going to do anything with each other, it should be supportive. And we, of course, we should support each other too more if we want to have a more nice civilization. You could have had a nice Wild West. In the Western days, Wild West, it didn't have to be cowboys going around shooting and killing each other, did it? That part was just we enjoy the fiction and we enjoy it was a true time, but we enjoy movies and stuff. But the truth is, you don't need people going around shooting each other all the time. You just live whatever decade you're living in. Doesn't make a difference, whatever generation. The prices of things do not exist. It's not to say, okay, well, I can try to be more fair with people. I try and be more patient with people and then see how far that's going to get you. No, it doesn't get you far much just because they treat you like shit too. we have to collectively, all of us, have to understand. In one instant, fair enough, some people are going to see this video at different times to other people. I'm not saying it can even affect one person, I'm just saying, you have to understand nobody's above anyone and there is no price or value on anything. If I gave you a room full of gold stuff right now, gold and chains and whatever the hell people want in this world, it's just ridiculous. Don't you look at that stuff and realise it's literally nothing one day when you die, it's still on the planet? People want more money. Why? So they want more things? Why? No, it's mostly because of power, image. They want to look like they're rich. Me, personally, I would like more money so I wouldn't have to waste my whole life slaving and working, doing jobs I don't like, which do not suit me, my mental and physical being of who I am. Even if they benefit others, I'm still wasting my own life. So it's got to benefit me and others. Work, I would say, it should benefit me and others, or others and me. It shouldn't be just, or at least myself, because it's my life, for fuck's sake, So if we're doing work in society, it should be good for society, but it should be good for us too. Don't put people in jobs that don't have the ability or don't want to do it, they're forced to, and then you force them to be homeless or die. No, everybody should be able to eat and have a roof over their head. The basics, those things should not be having a price on. We should all have our own home. So we shouldn't be able to. We shouldn't be unable to survive. If you want to earn more money, but if you want to do more great things, fair enough. Fair enough, you're going to earn money to do more different things. But the basics of living, that should just be, I would say, a given. It should be a non-taken. How dare human beings take away their right to live? What the fuck, right? That's my point. Now, the only person who ever, apart from Jesus, and Lao-Tzu, my favourite wise man of the earth, Lao-Tzu, and then Jesus, of course. Apart from these people, and maybe God, Jesus and those lot, they're saying wise people, and monks that I've never even heard of, probably in stuff like gurus and stuff. I'm saying, apart from those people, the only other person who has spoken the way I have is Jacques Fresco, who has spoken of a cash-free society, so money-free, basically, where it was the Venus Project. You read up about the Venus Project and then look up interviews with him. He did a very good interview for the London Reel. Look that up. Very, very wise man. Sadly, he's not with us anymore, but he was very, very wise, and with it up into his 80s, or 90s, whatever it was. And he was just so intelligent and so wise. And he was talking about a world like where we could work towards this kind of a world where it isn't all based on who's got more and the value, the prices, this, that, and the other. It was all about absolutely, truly, just basically looking at what we can do for ourselves better and more fair. In terms of living not in a fake image, but having the abundance of everything, being able to support each other in a way. And basically, he was talking about trying to, I should say, work towards, to collectively as a society. One person doesn't know all the answers necessarily. Lao-Tzu did, but anyway. But it was like, collectively, we should be able to understand. We can't be lazy as fuck, but we can support each other in a certain way. Hold on 1 second while I just check my window. Hold on. Okay, it's okay. I was listening to that electric fan, and I was worried that it might be like pouring rain outside. Because we've had some storms lately. But yeah, I don't want that rain coming through the window, close the window. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So, like, everything you see in society is made up. It's not a real thing. But even if we're not able to change society like as fast as that, make it an easier way of living, it's going to take time. But the thing is, we have to understand the logic, the truth first. All name brands, traditions, customs, language, laws, systems, rules, all of it. What's okay, what's not, as people think, all this stuff that you see around you, it's all made up. The designs of clothes, buildings, trends, fashion, cars, everything you see. It's just an interpretation, an expression of the mind trying to constantly find something. And that what they're trying to find ultimately is themselves. And they don't know they're doing it. They're trying to find themselves through looking at all of this clutter, which is everybody else's mind interpreting what's going on now everywhere and what's gone by in the past everywhere. They're never actually seeing what they're doing individually, right and real for themselves. They're not studying, most people. You study the human being, you'll know exactly what's needed. How can someone also not see that, know innately that you are you and somebody else is somebody else? How do you not know that? How do you get confused and start bickering and arguing? Well, let me tell you, talking. Just be at peace in yourself. If you don't agree with someone, fine. Just start, listening if your belly's rumbling or not, You say, yeah, well, and then you look at the problem. You don't go and rob someone or beg someone. And you don't prevent them from having food. Like, if someone's not giving you trouble, why would you give them trouble? You start giving people trouble, they might come back and give you more trouble. And whenever someone does give you shit, you need to look at yourself and say, look, why did that guy punch me in the face? Oh yeah, because I robbed him. Stop robbing people. Don't be like, oh fuck you, I'm gonna go and kick your teeth out and shoot somebody. No, don't be like that. Learn to be a better person. Because if it were you, you'd be able to, and you'd want to defend yourself too. Attacking people is fear. Do you know that? It's ultimately just fear. And if you're just living here on the planet alive, and that person's living alive, and you can't live in peace in your own mind, if you're just constantly in fear, you're basically mentally ill. It's a statement to yourself. You're saying to yourself that you're mentally ill. You are basically living in some kind of mental condition that you're unable to control. You see? And that's a problem. Because you're constantly in fear of someone else has got more than you. Someone else is. It's this idea. It's not the things around you. You're living in a nice house, or you've got, who's got a nice car. No, it's just peace in your mind. When you go to sleep, you lay down on a pillow. We all lay on a pillow. You just go to sleep. We all sit on a toilet. We just go to have a shit. Sorry. We all eat a meal. We can only eat as much as our bellies can take in terms of meal eating, right? That's all there is to it. I drink a glass of water, you drink a glass of water, or tea, whatever we're drinking, okay? I'm just saying, okay, because I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke, I don't take drugs, and I don't drink alcohol. I don't follow things that people do, because that's what you do when you're in this part of the world, or when you're around the boss. Get the fuck out of here, right? I respect humanity, I respect all cultures. If I don't respect myself, I can't respect you as an individual. If I can't respect you as an individual, that means I can't respect anyone in your culture. If I can't respect that, it means I don't respect the whole world. If I don't respect the world, I come back to myself. You have to respect what's real, not bullshit. People harming themselves because it's what you do, man. It's just how you get along. You know, you want to join the gang, you've got to like chop your fucking foot off or something. You want to follow the code, man. You got to do this. You have to jump into a swamp full of fucking leeches and piranhas and come out alive. Then you can join the gang because you all want to be part of something, you know. But now you're going to be given a gold medal or something. Yeah, I remember back in 2025. Well, I remember like years ago, 1925. I was awarded a medal, you know, by the ambassador of the Da-Di-Da, who's dead now, you know. Fucking fuck, the time just letting he's died in time, you know. It's like, oh, now you're looking back, like, you know, it meant something. Really? Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here, you know what I mean? Wake the fuck up, it's all nonsense, it's all made up bullshit. I was given a gold, I can't remember what the fuck it was for. Do you think the gold knows the value? It gives a fuck what you think of it? Wake the fuck up, man. I'll tell you, people are tripping. So, this world is full of illusion. This world you see around you is a made up world. You know? It really, really is. Everything you see is all so petty. So petty. Not pretty. Petty, isn't it? And pitiful. How we live as human beings. What the fuck? I mean, you know, you've got pretty ladies, beautiful, who like pretty things, fair enough. They like jewellery and earrings and rings and things. And to me as a man, obviously, I'm not, you know, interested in that kind of thing. I like, obviously, the beautiful, gorgeous women, with or without makeup. It depends, you know, however they're dressed, whatever. I like them. I've got a beautiful wife. She's pretty without makeup and all that stuff as well. She likes that kind of thing, though. But I'm just saying with jewellery and stuff like that, women like. But I'm just trying to say, right, you've got someone. I don't care if it's a woman or a man. Oh, I've got a ring. Oh, come on, man. A little jewel on it. Oh, a little. It's like, just think about it. You know, I can't teach a woman necessarily. I'm a man, you know. You like pretty things? Okay, it's pretty. Yeah. Oh, it cost a couple of $1 billion. Oh. What? And then you got people creating tanks, driving tanks into war. This is humanity's intelligence. Think about it. And there's a fucking earthquake, or the asteroid smashes half the planet off. Like, what the fuck? You know? You're about to fucking be eaten by a shark. You're falling in by a thread, hanging. You're going to fall into the volcano. You're like, oh, my $1 billion ring. Oh, darling. How dare you forget to buy my $1 million ring? I'll get you fucking one out. I thought you meant that one. You cheapskate bastard. Yeah. It's like, yeah, they're sending the tank in. The tank's going in to blow people up. But what the fuck? This is the human creation. It reflects, all of these things reflect the human psyche, the psychology. You know what I mean? Yeah, okay, you see twinkly little shiny stone. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, pretty flower. A woman sees a pretty flower in the forest. Oh, it's beautiful, darling. Will you pick it for me? If you don't, I'm going to push you in with the fucking alligators. You wouldn't do it for me, but he would. Why are you walking around with that thing? He said, oh, I can't help it, honey. I'm just feeling. You're feeling what? You're feeling what? Is it? He pulls it out. It's like, it's a flashlight, just in case we get lost in this dark forest together. So you mean to say you get no feelings for me? I knew it. Which one of us is acting here? thing. Meanwhile, 10 people get stabbed in London. And what's going on? Can you just wake up? Like, what the fuck? AI is gonna take the fuck over and show you either something you're gonna understand better over time, or you're not, because you're gonna be just falling into another Alice in Wonderland rabbit hole of confusion. Layer upon layer of confusion. Until human beings see themselves, they're not going to be able to control themselves. His society is made up. He's the mayor, he's the president, he's the leader, he's this and that, the governor, someone who talks, the boss. You believe this person is intelligent, you believe this person is a leader, you agree with what they say in their policies. You call them a leader, so they're your leader. Until you start saying we're fucking human beings on this planet. Human beings, like any fucking animals, and there's no difference. The way I see it, to me, I've never seen there to be a king on this planet or any kind of leader at all that actually exists. Actually exists, I'm saying. They only exist in, these that only exist in society, the system, the idea that you uphold. A lot of people uphold. But in reality, the universe, nature, these things, they are nothing. A black hole in a massive something would just smash into the earth right now. All their fucking importance would just be like gone in a second. The whole planet would be. To wake up and realise this stuff, because if you know, you're going to continue living in a fucking confusion. I walk down the street and I see it clear as fucking day. Excuse my language, I fucking speak what I speak. I walk down the street every day, I go into a job every day. I live in this world just as you do. I'm over 40 years of age, I'm nearly 43. I've lived half of 85 years of my life, half of that, right? I'm telling you now, this, because when I am 80 something in the future, if I am older, let's say I live to over 80, which I hope so, 80, 90, whatever, I will say this, that this is half of my life's experience here, really. These 40 something years that I've lived, this is half of that old man's life. And I'm telling you, it might even be more than that, but this is what I've learned. You have to wake up from the illusion, guys. I walk down the street every day and I see this is a pile of bullshit. None of this is real. The way people talk, online you see all these influencers and all this, it's all made up. Yeah, but it makes money. They don't make money. You don't make money. You don't earn money. You don't do it. Okay? People give you money or they take from you. You don't actually earn money from your hard work, your words, your effort. That's what you think happens. You're just in a situation and, fair enough, like, if I go to part of the forest and there's a bunch of beavers or let's say a bunch of monkeys and they start running away with my oranges and my bananas, yeah, I'm not going to go to that part of the forest. But if I go to one part of the forest and there's one monkey or beaver or monkey or whatever animal, and he starts giving me an orange or a banana, he goes up the tree, he comes down, puts a banana into my basket here, and he goes and gets another one and comes back down, and he goes and he keeps giving me them. I'm going to sit here. Mr. Influencer Richard here is getting it's like getting money from my viewers, which I don't get, and I'm not an influencer, by the way. Fucking whatever that's supposed to mean. You know what I'm saying? If the monkey was influenced by me, like you saw me coming and thought, wow, that guy in his baseball cap looks so epic, I'm gonna gimmick. I'm gonna fucking go and put fruit in his basket. I'm gonna sit there with loads of fruit, the mountain of fruit, while other people are starving on the street. Just like these influencers got loads of money and you got other people starving, trying to work fucking to survive, like myself. I'll be sitting there with all this fruit, and you'll be like, wow, he's an influencer, he does great, he does a lot of work, he earns a lot. Huh? Yeah, I earn a lot. I just come there, I sit there, I whistle a little tune or whatever. The monkey likes it and he gives me that. But I didn't really do anything. It was in the monkey's own mind. The monkey decided that he liked it. He fucking paid me. And I went to the other part of the fucking forest, and all the monkeys came and stole all my fruit. But they weren't impressed. They said, motherfucker, you ain't influencing shit. They got their attention back. They just went up and they followed their own mind either way. So, you know what, we want some oranges and bananas, and they can fucking took them from me. You know what I'm saying? Took them from me. So you need to really, really wake your ass up. Wake up and think about it. Because it's the same in work. You're working in a job, same thing. You don't put effort in, hard work, this, that, and it's always like, oh, they're always like, oh, well done, you've done a great job, you know, you're working your way up. You're working your way into fucking nowhere. The whole life, you think that in one job to the next. No. Oh, you're wrong to do that, absolutely. Those managers and bosses, they decide, you know, what they're going to do. They're going to take. Cut your money, or they're going to give you more. There's always a reason behind it. You are not the reason. You're not the center of it all, like you're doing great. No. They are the ones who are trying to do what they can for themselves. If they're good to you, there's a problem. Not because you're doing good, there's a problem, and they're in a weak spot. That's what it is, most of the time. Does that make sense to you? Like when people are nice to you sometimes, or they've got some they start listening. Not always that you're doing good now, or because somehow, I'm doing good here, I'm getting the person interested. No, their minds are following. They're running away from something, a fear, and they're going to a place where they feel more confident. So you see them smiling and feeling more positive and strong. See, the dark shows the light, and the light shows the dark. So that's what they're doing, and we want that. We want them to be in a positive place. If they're positive in themselves, the chances are hopefully they'll be positive outwardly. But when they're negative in themselves, they start being positive outwardly. Sometimes they feel that they're trapped in it and they can't escape it, so much so that their expression, when they don't listen, turns to a choice of talking over everything, trying to control you with their words, or trying, which they can't do, or trying to, you just listen or not, or they try to control the world with force, tanks and diamond rings. Come on, for fuck's sake, man. Oh, how much did those shoes cost you? The woman says, and then like months and a fucking couple of years down the line, a year down the line, those shoes are just tatty and broken. Oh, those old shoes, I'm gonna get some new shoes. Oh, that tank that was blown up. Oh, that crater, yeah, massive crater was opened up in the wood. How many people died? Quite a few. How many fucking people got fucking blown up? Shit. You're tired of hearing that shit online about people getting blown up, killed, shot, stabbed, and what the fuck? Like, does it not matter? Because if that was your life, you'd be done right now. If one person's life's over, it's over. That's a tragic thing. Unnaturally, I'm saying that, unnatural. Whenever you start to speak, there's another thing. The things I'm telling you here, I wouldn't have got half of this out if I was talking to someone in the workplace or somewhere, or someone in society. A lot of people, they're like, well, no, what do you do? And they start talking over people. They won't hear it out. Listening doesn't mean fucking following, but fucking hear it out. Hear it from different sides. If you want to know the truth, see it from both sides. All sides, to see what this thing is. If I look at this cup and I say, from this side looking at it, it's a cup. And if you're sitting over there and what you see is a box, I need to turn it around and you need to turn it around also. We can both turn it around and see from both sides what it really is. Oh, it's a cup box. It's a box cup, whatever you want to call it. Still argue. Or whether it's, it's a cup or a box, or just, we need to study it. And say, whatever the thing is, it's our terminology and our viewpoints. No, put that aside. This thing is what it is. Always try to see more truth, or try to realise that there is more truth other than what you make up in your fucking mind. And there's nothing wrong with the fact that you're limited. Don't look at yourself like you're always wrong or a bad person, trying to be right over everybody else, or that you've got to know the final answer. No, calm down. Just see, feel how you feel in your human body first, and see what you can do good for yourself today, without exhausting your energy and everybody else's. As I said, company names, labels, name brands, it's all made up. Value, prices on things. Everything you see, whether it's made of leather, whether it's made of plastic, everything is made of the fibre of the universe, the quarks they're called. Small building blocks, quarks, Q-U-A-R-K. I'm not an expert on science and physicists and stuff and all that, but it's like, you've got atoms, right, and going smaller, you've got quarks. Everything, the flesh in your body, the bones, to the day you die, these things, and you're talking about this and that, okay? Come on, man. Wake the fuck up. Wake up. Anything we make, traditions, customs, the clothes you wear. Every time on this specific day, on this specific month, every year, we wear our purple hats and do a little dance. So it's the tradition. Don't insult my tradition. I'll fucking beat you down, man. We made this up. It doesn't fucking exist. What do you mean? Come on. Come on, man. The fuck? The Spanish dancing or some kind of guitar playing. Oh, yeah. Or whatever it is, a Mexican cuisine. It's made up. These are foods and vegetables, and musical instruments don't exist. The music don't. We just making it from our hearts. We go, this is what it is. We got our image. We got. For fucking wake up, man. Okay, if you like it, man. You play the notes this way, cook the food this way, cook it that way, and you say, oh, this belongs to a certain country. Yeah, because a lot of people followed each other and took onto it, and then it took off and became popular, and everybody in that region, in that place, started to cook that way. Because it started off with one or two people cooking that way. This is our tradition. Come on, and you say, we're not allowed to have tradition now, we're not allowed to have this or that. Of course you're allowed it. We can respect groups for their tradition. We can respect every fucking football team out there and shake hands rather than beat each other up. Your basketball team, right? But it's like the fact that you look at things like that, we're individuals, even with our mind. We should be able to have our fucking mind. And we are humanity. Individually, we are the planet Earth's fucking human race here. It's even if we fucking came from Earth, sorry. Is it a flat Earth? Is it a round Earth? Who knows? The point is fucking just live, man. Fuck. You want to fight people constantly, it means you're afraid of yourself. You can't respect yourself. Life is not about buying and selling. Yeah, business alone. You was always a good man of business, Jacob. Scrooge said to Jacob Marley's ghost. Jacob Marley said, not Bob Marley, but he said, Johnny, and I hope you like it. He said, Jacob Marley says, business. I should have made people my business. But not in terms of buying and selling them. He means in terms of his interest, his life, his livelihood, his like dealing with people, and not dealing, I mean like hearing them out, give and take, finding the value in each other and swapping that, not playing around with the fucking whatever's not valuable, because you see it. Go towards good. Don't try and take it from people, just like benefit from being kind towards each other. That's my message in this video. I've used some strong language, but that's to enforce the good. That's what I use. Fucking wake up to it. Not to say that what you say is what it is, or what you do is what it is. It's the intent behind it. Yeah. Be honest and true. Thank you for watching this video. Okay. Thank you.